seen in my entire life, dude. Straight up.
Most, if not all, of the gear that's on the bus here is been given to us by our sponsors, so that allows us to give the students a much more professional experience, especially with some of the new cameras that we've got from Canon. We have their cinema series right now, so we use some of those to film the short documentary that we're working on right now, so I think it's really a great experience for all of us.
We have a bunch of 24s, 50s, 85s, cine lenses, Canon. Sweet.
Yesterday I was using the 70-200, which I'm a big fan of. It's a great staple lens. The Holy Trinity.
70-200.
Mm-hmm. A C100 Mark II with a 70-200 on it.
What's the verdict?
Really great lens.
And you were hand-holding a lot yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah, you were.
Taking advantage of that IS. It's really good in that one.
So yesterday I was shooting on the 1DC with the 24-105 f4, and it works really well. I mean, it's great.
So you have to consider what great documentary hasn't been made by kind of schmoozing your way onto the top floor of a building for an awesome skyline shot. So we're out again today, back on 6th Street to get some more Austin type sequences here. The students are inside right now working on their final edit, and it's going to be interesting to talk to them about the creative process and what has changed since pre-production to where they are now.
Yeah, I think it's going to change quite a bit. I think we're going to end up rearranging a lot of things just because of the music that we're picking and everything like that, just so that it flows more.
The reason why it's modular is so we can move it around, because obviously things are always going to change, and even as we're making it, we're like, oh, actually this shot is not going to line up as good as we thought it was going to be. So getting it out into the real world as soon as possible, like we have on our wall here, allows us to do that, and allows us to physically see what's happening. As far as the shots go, they're looking amazing. We got some cool stuff establishing Austin. We got the people within Austin. You know, we try to basically establish the scene and the exposition, the characters at play, and everything that we're going to be utilizing to tell the story that we want to tell. From here, the kids are actually going to hop into this seat and take the captain's chair and start editing, because we want them to be always as hands-on as possible. But yeah, everything's going really, really well. They just did a huge, actually a really big part of the piece, which is to select the underlying song, the underlying track, which is pretty much the pace and the feel and the vibe of the entire piece. It allows you to, you're gonna raise the music up, which is gonna drive the footage and the scenery more, or whatever the subject of the footage is. Then you drop that audio down, or that music down, and then whoever's speaking, our narrative, which in this case is gonna be George Clinton, then that is gonna take center stage. And those two things kind of bounce back and forth, and that's one of the cool things about the John Lennon bus, is we're not coming at this just from film, we're not coming at this just from audio or music or any one medium, the bus is multimedia. We asked them when we first sat down today, like, what are we going to start off with? And we decided that the most important part at the beginning is to decide that song, decide that foundation, and we just got that done. So now it's their turn. They're going to edit. David's going to edit. He's basically raised his hand first for the editor position. So we got it. I volunteered for the Royal Rumble, but they didn't think that was a good idea.
Very cool.
Being that it's the last day, yeah, I guess no one should go home injured on the bus. That's not what we want them to take away.
No contusions.
No contusions, lacerations, loss of limb, loss of life is usually not in our experience for the bus.
Oh yeah.
One more round.
Oh yeah. High fives. Oh yeah.
Boom, Ted Forbes.
Boom, y'all. Latest. That about wraps it up, guys. I want to give a special thanks once again to Canon for bringing me down here and to these awesome folks on the John Lennon bus. They have a YouTube channel. I will put it in the show description, so make sure you go subscribe to them. You can see some of the student projects, and you can watch the final cut of this project once it is live. So anyway, once again, guys, this has been an amazing trip, and extra special thanks to Canon for bringing me down. This was an awesome experience and a wonderful 5 days.